Very handy tip for using the Revell Professional contactor for applying to very fine parts. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I've got a little tip today about the contactor. This is the Professional from Revell, and I have already done a tutorial on how to clean the needle, which is one of those tricks that you'll need to know. And once you clear the nozzle, you'll be able to use these all the way to the very last drop of glue. But this time around, I'm going to be talking about the applicator itself and how to use this particular glue for really fine parts. Now, even though it does have the hypodermic applicator, it is a lot finer than most other brands of glue, but sometimes even this can be a bit heavy, and I'll show you over here. So on this paper, this one here, you should be able to see how much comes out. Now I'll do a little sample here. So you see how it's coming out of here, and it can be quite a blob to start with. Okay, so I have had a few questions about this particular nozzle being a little bit too heavy for certain applications. Now, it's really easy. So you don't have to always use it from this particular hypodermic needle. You might be able to see it if I move it over here. You can see there's a little drop hanging off the end. So it can be a bit messy. Okay, so just wipe it off. What you can do is just apply it onto another surface. Okay, so I'll put it onto this bit of card. Now you could use it on a metal little dish or a ceramic dish or plastic that's impervious to this, like polypropylene, which a lot of takeaway containers are made out of. And then you just use another applicator, such as a skewer or even a toothpick, and you just dip it into here, and then you apply it onto your model like this. Okay, so you can already see that it's much finer there. Okay, now if you want it even finer, well, you could get your skewer and sharpen it like we've done on this one. And same thing again, just dip it in here like you're using an old-fashioned fountain pen, and then you can apply it onto the surface. You can see how much finer that can be there. You can just barely see it there, can't you? Like so. And that's a bit more pinpoint accurate. So you can see that one coming up there. So the difference between a regular skewer and then a sharpened skewer, and then of course you can use all kinds of instruments. Even the knife can be used. You just dip it in there, move that across. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so here you've got straight out of the nozzle. So it can be pretty heavy. I mean, this is quite useful for, I'd say, 80% of your jobs. And if you do need it to be even finer, then you can use various other pointed tools to apply. Okay, so you can see the nozzle just there. Standard one is this one here, which is quite thick. And then I've got a chunky skewer there, which is that one, which is finer, but it's still chunky. If you need finer application, I've sharpened the skewer just by shaving off the end, like sharpening a pencil, and that's this one here. And then the end of a knife is given these really fine lines here. So either way, you can use any of these different applicators while using the same glue, which is a great liquid glue, to get to all your fine parts. So there you go. That's a very quick tip, very handy tip for using the Revell Professional contactor for applying to very fine parts.